Hello folks, and welcome to another video. And I am pretty far behind, but I'll probably end up uploading this video first, and then I guess I'll do the older videos that I shot, that I've done. Oh, what the heck is that? It's too late at night for wasps or bees to be flying around. Anyways, so today I will be smoking Padron 1962. This is their higher end. If you go into the cigar store, they'll basically have, Padron basically has two lines. There's the line that I've been smoking. Those come wrapped, and they have their higher line, which is this 1926, not 62. It's the Padron 1926 series. I think there's a Padron 1940s series, 1960s series, and I don't know, 1880s series. And these are unwrapped even at the cigar store, and if you were to buy these online, they come unwrapped, and it has a mild cigar smell or scent. Doesn't really have a strong cigar. Dog's armadillo over there. All right, let's touch it up. And the wrapper on this, it does have that. I guess I call it the age, really aged wrapper look. Of course, it is V-cut. This is box press. Yes, higher end cigars are also box press. There's nothing wrong with box press cigars. It still means it's hand rolled and they just box pressed it. I guess to some, the box press cigars just looks better than the round. So yeah, so this one is the 1926 series. Oh, what the heck? It's coming up. It's kind of unwrapped there. The draw could be a little smoother. Now, I bought this from the cigar store today, so of course I had it in. As soon as I got home, I stuck it in the humidor, and it's been in there for the last few hours. I had dinner. There we go. So yeah, so right now, if you have allergies, it would really suck for people who's got allergy right now. Anywhere you go, you're sneezing. And people with allergy really don't cough, it's just a lot of sneezing. Because if you're in a mask, you're sneezing into your elbow, that should be no problem, but people may still look at you like, oh man, this dude's got this dude's got coronavirus. And I got a buddy who's real bad hay fever. He got so bad he had to go get steroid shots for his hay fever and or his allergy. Yeah, and this is the guy, and I hated driving in the car with him. Always sneezing. And what the heck, man? Let me turn this cigar around. And I'm one of those people that my etiquette is, if I sneeze in the car, I'm going to open up the window, let all of the let all of your spit vapors and whatever else you sneezed out. Because even if you sneeze into your elbow, if you're in a car, sometimes a sneeze just sneaks up on you. You ain't got time to sneeze into your elbow, or especially if you're driving. If you're driving, you gotta concentrate on driving, and suddenly jerking your head and sneezing into your elbow could cause a crash. So one of the etiquettes that I follow is if I do sneeze in the car, and if I'm able to sneeze into my hand, my elbow, or you just sneeze into the air. Even if I'm alone in the car, I'll open the window just a few seconds, you know, to get all of the spit vapors and all that out of the car. Well, imagine inhale some smoke there. Well, imagine driving in a car with someone who's got hay fever, who's sneezing every 5 to 10 minutes. Now if I'm driving, I'll open up the window and say, hey man, because he's always, hey man, why you open the window for? You just sneezed, man. I'm opening the window to get all your stink out. And if I'm driving his car, I'll open the window on the passenger side. You know, I'll tell him, hey man, you know, it's like just, because he doesn't do it. I guess it's not etiquette that he follows. Especially if you fart, man. I mean, come on, you know, if you fart in the car, you better open the window at least for a few seconds. There's absolutely no breeze today. And yes, this is August, and August is the hottest month of summer. This is also, I guess, if you're in Southeast Asia, from Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, this is our week of Halloween, or actually our Halloween is different. Our Halloween is a celebration of ancestors, spirits. Of course, on that day, around 6 p.m., what the monks will do is that they'll begin basically they do a chant, and the chant is from 6 p.m. at night till 6 a.m. in the morning. And what they're doing is they're releasing the spirits, which would be spirits of your ancestors and all spirits, evil spirit, good spirit, your ancestors, all spirits are allowed onto the earthly realm from the spirit realm. And yeah, they of course, I think I did a video on that and I deleted it, of course. So yeah, so this week is our I guess Halloween week. No, there's no trick-or-treat. We do something kind of, well, it's not really trick-or-treating, because we put out offerings for spirits. Mostly it's you know, animals comes and eat it, but we'll put up offerings around, at least here around the house, and you know, you light your candle, light your incense, say your blessings. If a wild animal, if a possum eats your blessings, food for the spirits, that's okay. It's a wild animal. No, if you come upon an altar or a shrine and there's some food offering there, yeah, do not take that food. You will be cursed with bad luck. So yeah, so back to the car thing. Yeah, so he's, I guess that's one of his etiquette, you know, he doesn't follow. Which of course, you know, I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, but follow that etiquette. You know, if you sneeze, pass gas, you know, open up the window. No one likes driving in a Dutch oven. And of course, if you are the driver, you kind of control things. And I know in some cars, you can actually lock the windows, where the passengers can't let the windows down. Some cars have it, some cars don't have that feature. Damn it, this. Okay, for the price of this cigar, it should not be. I'm gonna whip that off, throw it to the ground. There we go. Now the puffing's much better, but it's still. Yeah, it's coming undone, so it's shouldn't be doing that. It's indication that the cigar was a bit drier than what it should be. So yeah, so that is the recent I guess happenings is the Halloween for me, or the Asian Halloween. I think for the Japanese they call it Golden Week. And yeah, if you ever heard of Japanese and Golden Week, it's not a week where the Japanese take turns peeing on each other. it's basically their week of Halloween, where they go back home to see their parents and go see the graves or grave sites of their parents or grandparents or great-grandparents, ancestors. So, yeah, so unless you've been hiding under a rock, yes, this week is also the Democratic National Convention, the DNC, and as we all know, Biden didn't choose Kamala Harris. The DNC pretty much chose her months ago, as you can tell by the video, the pre-recorded video that Michelle Obama did. That video was pre-recorded months ago, and it was a generic video. She didn't mention Kamala Harris once. She didn't mention any of the prospect VP candidates. So, and of course, Trump's the one. Trump, in his news briefing, Trump comes out, hey, us Republican, we want to reopen up the United States. We want to reopen up business, reopen school. Yes, people are going to get sick, but people are not really dying from coronavirus. It's 0.03% death rate. And especially children. Let children go back to school. If they get coronavirus, they're not going to die from it. It's the grandparents who has already, most of them have already passed away and are dead. Okay, now it's drawing really smooth. Thick billowy smoke too, man. This is a and a very, very white ash. So the leaf wherever this was grown. I think this is Dominican. Could be Nicaraguan. I think, yeah, because I think Padron is of course they have an office that's in Florida. Yeah, I think most of the cigar companies have an office in Florida, or have stores in Florida. I think the Padron, the Padron guy. I don't know if he's the original Padron. I don't think so, but maybe the son or grandson of the original, I guess, person who started Padron cigar. Yeah, and my allergy is, of course, I get dry throat. So I'm either kind of coughing or clearing my throat a lot, which when I'm out I try not to do. Try to hold my cough, try to hold my throat clearing, because if you guys watch the video, this guy coughs and clears his throat a lot in this video. That's because I dry throat. Yes, I drink a lot of water. It doesn't really help. Been to the doctors. Here's some medication. Yeah, and of course the same buddy who has an allergy, he's always, man, you're always clearing your throat. Drink some water. Like, dude, man, you see this? I drank this whole bottle down here. It's not helping, man. And I know it is annoying if you're sitting next to me and hearing me go all the time, but that's just part of my allergy. And I've learned to live with it. And I told the buddy, hey, look, man, I can drink a gallon of water. It's not going to help. So it's like a phlegm in the back of my throat, especially when I go lie down. If I go lie down, take a nap, or go to sleep, the mucus, in my will run down, into my throat. Of course, causing me to cough even more. And of course, if if you snore in your sleep, so you got a combination of snoring and getting and nasal drainage. So you now you got all this mucus in your throat and you got dry mouth. Yeah, I tried wearing those snoring mouthpiece that you see on the infomercial or you hear on the radio, and it does work, but it makes it hard to sleep. I prefer not to wear it. Now some people snore really badly to the point that they I guess if you have sleep apnea, you're snoring so bad that it actually wakes you up. And my snoring's not that bad to where it wakes me up. Of course, losing weight definitely helps. You'll notice too, if you put on some weight, you put on 10, 20 pounds, you'll notice that you're snoring more. So anyways, not much in the political realm other than this week. We got the DNC convention. The idiots in Portland are still rioting for what, 80+ days now. They're still rioting. Seattle. Right, and of course Trump, he mentioned, hey, look, man, you want to get a little taste of what the Democrats want for us. Just look at Seattle, look at Portland. If that's what they want, in store for us at a national level, instead of at just these two little, well, I mean, they're not little, but these two cities. This is a good cigar. It's nice and puffy, thick billowy smoke. Some mild smoke. It is a smaller cigar. I think this is this size is considered a Robusto, because I gotta go look at the cigar size and kind of refresh myself. But I think this is a Robusto, and then the size up from this is a Corona, and then I think there's the. So, anyways, while I was at the cigar store, I grabbed a Romeo et Juliet, a Romeo e Juliet. I don't know, it's Y, the Spanish word. I think it's pronounced like an E. I think that Y with the dot or something on top is pronounced like an E. So basically, it's Romeo and Juliet, and it's one of their Maduro cigars. And so I noticed a few of them has these white dots on them. And it's not all over the cigar. The dots is like towards the foot of the cigar. So I grabbed one. I was like, hey man, and the price wasn't too expensive. Normally a Romeo et Juliet can range from a $4 or $5 cigar up to $13, $14, $15 cigar. But this stick was around the $4 to $5 range. So I took it to one of the salesmen and go, hey, because I looked really close. I got old eyes, so I either had to take a picture of it with my phone and then magnifying it, which I could have done. But I took it up to the guy. And I was like, hey, is this plume or is this fungus? Because if it's fungus, you guys got a box of cigars you're gonna have to throw away. So the kid, he's younger than me, so I'm calling him kid. Well, he looked like he's about in his 20s, so to me, kid. So he unwraps it, and the way he actually looks at it, he's like, well, it looks like plume. I was like, hey, just take the cigar out and actually take a look and see, because I told him, hey, because if that's fungus, you got a whole box of cigars you're gonna have to throw out, or I don't know, could they sell it? I guess it'd be a health hazard. You're selling a that would be like selling a it is a consumer item that you consume, so inhale some more smoke there. So the kid took the wrapper off, took a look, rubbed it off. I was like, well, I'm like, well, if I told him, well, if it was fungus or if it's bloom, you just rubbed it off. Now we don't know what it is. And they're like, well, we think it's bloom. I said, okay. So I went back. I said, you keep that stick. I'm gonna go back and get another stick that actually has the bloom on it. And basically, what bloom is that certain cigars, and depending on the leaf, where the leaf is grown, how long it's been aged. It normally happens with Maduro cigars because Maduro leaves are aged longer, and they're more, and of course they're more oily as they age. So, and depending on the condition of the humidor, things like that, supposedly the oils that's in the leaf will sometime seep up to the surface of the wrapper, and that white it would be like small white dots on your cigar, and that's bloom. But then you have the other thing, which are also small greenish circles, and they're fuzzy, and that's actually fungus. Yes, you can still smoke fungified fungus-infected cigars. It won't harm you. I've smoked plenty of fungus-infected cigars, and that's just me not taking that. That's normally if your humidor is over humidified. So if your cigar, and it normally happens in the wintertime. Now it's summer, and I thought that too. Well, it's summer, so and of course the cigar stores, they have these gigantic walk-in humidors, which I doubt is as pristine as our box humidors, because people opening up the door, going in and out all the time. You have humans walking. Imagine someone going in and walking around in your humidor, so you got dust from the person's skin coming, damn bug, and dust from outside, the person's cologne, perfume, aftershave, their hair. You got all of that. You got all of that that's coming off and getting into the humidor. So it's not as pristine as a box humidor, but of course you're supposed to buy them, take it home and stick it in a humidor. But of course I just bought this one today, and of course it's been in the store's humidor, so it should be okay, and it is okay. It's smoking okay now. Yes, the ash just fell off. That's mainly because I'm not puffing enough. So I'm going to take the band off. Oh, okay, there's two bands on here. That's weird. There's a main band, and then they put another band on top of this one. If I can get it off. Now that the ash dropped, might as well take it off. Right. Yeah, so speaking of the election, the dog, that's cigar ash. If I can get this off. See if I can, no, I'm not going to be able, there it goes. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people who are, I was just saying, I don't know who I'm going to vote for, but they're going to vote for Trump. I call Biden the Democrats McCain, and basically that's basically what it was in I think it was 2008. I forget, it was, I think McCain was 2008 versus Obama, which of course McCain lost. But yeah, but you can tell McCain wasn't all there. The guy had early onsets of oh, okay, that's a pretty fancy. It has engravings on it. Yeah, it's kind of actually McCain was more alert, more what is that? yeah, he wasn't all there, but if you ask me, he was more there than what Biden is today. But of course, McCain passed away a few years ago. And then, of course, in 2012, the Republicans, I knew they're going to lose. One, of course, Obama was an incumbent. when they one picked a Mormon for the presidential candidate, and two, the dude went and what's his name? Damn it, he went and picked a female VP, which of course the left jumped all over her. And yeah, and she couldn't handle it, and it's like, okay, it's gonna be 4 more years of Obama, and we just gotta sit down and wait it out. And of course, people talking about what is that? Tyrannical King Trump. Democrats already saying, oh, if Biden wins, Trump won't step down. Well, the thing is, back in 2014, 2015, all you heard from the Democrats was, 4 more years, Obama's 3rd term. And if the Democrats weren't so, if they weren't so overly confident that Hillary was going to win, they might have rigged something up to where Obama got a 3rd term. But luckily for us, they were overconfident with Hillary. They screwed Biden over. They screwed him over again this time. Well, not Biden, Bernie. They screwed Bernie over. And they screwed him over again this time, which I'm fine with. Don't like that old millionaire commie anyways. Damn it, it's the last time a bug flew into my throat. Not as many bugs tonight though, which is good. But our temperatures have been in the hundreds, 100 plus every day. Last week for I think 3 days straight, we were near 110 degrees. And that's without the heat index. So yeah, it's been hot. And I'll close on this, the leftists, including the Democrats, they're falling back on the Russian collusion and Trump again. It's like, okay, you guys are already going back to this Russian collusion. Trump and Putin are buddies, they're pals. I'm like, okay, well, so what if Trump and Putin are pals? So what if they're buddies? If Trump, Trump and Putin can't be friends. Trump isn't colluding with Russia. I mean, if they're on a friendly, if Trump, which is a good thing, if Trump and Putin are on a friendly terms. As opposed to, I'm not going to talk to you, get the hell away. And of course, we have a war brewing over in the former Soviet Eastern blocs, or Western blocs, not Eastern, Western blocs. So yeah, so Trump is going to be pulling something like 5,000 troops from Afghanistan, 800 from Germany, and I have a feeling all of those troops are going to be, sent to those. East or West? Eastern, yeah, it will be East. All of those former Soviet Eastern Bloc countries that war is brewing, civil war. And unlike the West, Putin has no problem. Xi also, if the Chinese gets involved, both of those guys, Xi and Putin have no problem sending in tanks and rolling people over. So we'll probably see something pop up in that area, but hopefully it holds off until after the November elections. well, that's it. And you know, again, stay safe. Don't get sick. If you do get sick, unless you're 70, 80 years old, you know, heart condition, you know, OCPD, which is, I think, the old people's breathing condition, you'll be okay. You know, and of course, if they're giving you the option to homeschool your, well, you should have the option to homeschool your kid, unless you live in a blue state, a blue city. Well, they don't give you the option. It's like, yeah, your kid can stay home, but they're still going to learn from us. You know, online schooling. And I remember it was a month back or so where the teachers union actually came out, or as one of the teachers actually came out and said, well, with the kids doing online schooling, you know, we are afraid that the parents are going to see what the kids are learning. It's like, you shouldn't be afraid of the parents. You should be, you should be supporting the parents seeing what the kids are learning in school. You know, parents start seeing the kids are learning, you know, 2 + 2 = 5. You know, start seeing the kids being taught revisionist history. You know, the reading, writing, and math is, you know, a lot of that we were taught when we went to school aren't being taught to kids today, and they're missing out. So yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching.